Ladies and gentlemen, we're in South Texas, not far from the Mexican border, and we're going to take you for a drive down through here and let you see what it's like here. Over the years that I've come down here, they have been a great deal of improvement here, but the problem with the migration of immigrants into this area is still available and still here, and you get an idea of what exactly this place looks like. You can see on both sides of me the terrain is very rugged. You have to be very determined to get into this country if you're willing to come through this type of terrain. As you can see on either side of me, this is a lot of agriculture. I believe to the left here they're growing radishes. Right in front of me there, that's a Border Patrol agent. You see them parked everywhere, and it's not unusual for them to stop you, to check you out. We're going to go into a neighborhood here. May not be the safest place you've ever been, but these are the neighborhoods they use to conceal immigrants, drugs, of course, and this is a major reason you see fences, bars over the windows, and everything locked down, because this is a haven for that. This church I just went by there, this church has been known to maybe help some of the migrant workers. As you can see, everything is fenced. What we're going to do in this video is give you some of the sounds and looks of what it's like in the Rio Grande Valley. When I first come here, this was normal. We will show you in this video what has resulted in the innovation and the younger people taken over and what their city looks like today. And if you can see the houses, you can see they all have bars on them. Very typical for this area here. There is a boat out here, or a ferry, that you can load your vehicle on and go over into Mexico. I will not be doing that, but I'm going to try to find it, so it will be on this video. think we may have found it. Yeah. This is a ferry that you can take and go into Mexico right here. We will not be going over there and through there, but this is an area that you can go through. This world here is far different than anything that you'll ever see in any other part of the United States. So we're going to try to turn around and go somewhere and get out of here. Transit. If you ever come in this area and you want to go across the border, my recommendation is that you go with someone, maybe someone has been there before, or at least go with you, because in this part of the world, numbers mean strength, and they look for numbers. I would like to go over, but my wife and I are just not in any position to do that. I'm going to try to do that myself, but I would never take my wife into this area and over the border here. The danger is very real. These old houses have been used for storage to house illegals coming into this country. We are going to have to turn around and go back because we have made a wrong turn here. This little section that we're going through here is for those of you who camp, or winter Texans possibly coming in the future, people that will come to the Rio Grande Valley for the cold weather, which is very nice. I really enjoy it. But I'm going to run you through this one park here a little bit and let you see what you can find here. And I'm going to make this about a 3-part deal because there are different levels of cost here. This is more of a blue-collar type community. Always got a lot of activities, and in their clubhouse they have swimming pools and about anything you want to do, they've got it here. A lot of these people here are permanent. They just stay here year-round, and so it's a nice community. But I'll show you another one that is yet even more advanced, if you will. It's very easy to pick out the Canadian people here. They all cut off their Levi's and roll them up one roll for shorts. Just the way they do, and that's generally the French. But this is what it's like in a 55 and older community here in the valley, and this is not the norm. This is kind of average. What we're going to do is take you a couple places in here and let you see, and then we're going to travel another quarter mile south of us here and let you see how the other half lives. most of the people you meet here in Texas are from Missouri, a lot of people from Illinois and Minnesota, and also there is a lot of people here from Iowa. It's close for the Iowa people, and Nebraska. We have friends that are from Nebraska, but you find Missouri, Iowa, and Minnesota of all places. But this is what comes here, other than the Canadians. Canadians generally are French Canadians, not always, but many times. And they somewhat stay to themselves, and you think they're all brothers and sisters, which they are not, but that's just the way the French are. Nice people, can't say anything bad about them, but they are different than anything you will meet in the United States. And the guy right in front of us here is from Michigan, and that's our home. But you see a lot of Minnesota here and a lot of Ontario. We are going in a community here called Greengate. In this community here, you purchase your RV lot. You can put a mobile on it, you can put a house on it, but you own your lot. What I'd like to see is the new way of camping is done here in the Rio Grande Valley. More modern in many cases than it is in Florida. But you do own your lot here. You purchase a lot and you do own your lot here. But these lots run about $38,000 and up. They build what they call a kitchen on it, a little room with kitchen, laundromat. They build maybe an extra bedroom sometimes. But there are little apartments on the side of the RV, but you cannot sleep in them. You can do anything but sleep in them. Most of them don't put cook stoves in them because they tell them, they indicate with that you're trying to live in it, and that they don't have. So they use microwaves. But it is a situation where you do own your lot. There is a price to buy, and then there's a price to pay your HOH fees per year. And this park, particularly right here now, the HOH fees are $65 a month. So it is something to consider if you're looking to buy a lot. But they are beautiful communities to spend your winters in. The good thing, in my estimation, of owning your own lot here, be it this or some that are less expensive, is that you always know where you're coming to, and you don't have to always pack up everything to come. And the trip for myself is from Michigan to Texas, which is about 2,100 miles. I think over a period of time you save enough in gasoline to cover your HOH fees, because gasoline can get very expensive coming down here if you get into the wind. And when you come to Texas, you do tow in wind, because Texas is famous for its wind. So it does make a difference in the fuel economy of your vehicle to tow in the wind. But you've got to be real careful when you buying these properties or looking at these properties to buy. But these owners think that they've got more here than they really have. So you want to do your research to make sure that you are not overpaying. But you can live very comfortably here year-round if that's what you choose to do. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot get in this park unless you're an owner or a real estate agent takes you in, because it is a gated community. But I'll give you an idea of what the new camping is in the Rio Grande Valley, or summer or winter camping, whatever you want to refer to it. As you can see, all luxury motor coaches and fifth wheels, and they own these lots. And this is the cheap end of this community here. When you go back up into the center of the community, and if we can get in there, I'm going to go in, and you'll see that there are almost little apartments that built, and these lots here run about $52,000 to $55,000. This is the new camping, new winter camping, or winter Texans in the Rio Grande Valley. This is a retirement community, 55 and older. Here you can have an RV on your own lot, or you can buy and build a house here on your own lot. We're going to take you through and let you see how the other half live. As you can see in front of me, nothing but high-end coaches. And these little rooms you see are generally our bathrooms, laundry mats, sometimes a small light kitchen, as we mentioned earlier. But this is how the other half lives. They go buy a $200,000, $300,000 mobile home or motor home or a fifth wheel or whatever they buy, and they come here and they pay out about $55,000 to $58,000, up to $60,000 sometimes, for the lot to park it on for 3 months. Some people that you will meet in here is from South Dakota. And don't let nobody kid you. Them farmers up in South Dakota have money. They have mega money. This is what you see here in South Texas in the upper echelon of camping. Some people, not all, leave their units here year round, but I think about 80% of them will take their units and leave.
This ain't the rich place we went to.
We are now on the border of Mexico and Texas, and this is one of the bridges that will take you into Progreso, Mexico, that we're going to come up alongside of here. I don't think we're going to have to go, we're not going to cross it, of course. Straight in front of us is the bridge and the border crossing to cross over into Progreso, Mexico. We will not be doing that as we don't have our passports with us today. But this is one of the major entry points of commerce between the United States and Mexico. And I hope you can see in my camera out there at all the cars, trucks, and all the things that is, in fact, this region. And it looks like they've got about a 3-mile back up today, 4 cars deep, wide, to get into the U.S. today. What we're going to do is turn down a street here called Military. Military runs along the Texas-Mexican border in many cases, and get an idea of what goes on here. We will go up as far as Rio Bravo. At that point, there is a checkpoint to cross over into Mexico in the north section of Reynosa, and we will not be entering there today. The area that we're going through now here on the this side of town is the industrial section of the valley, and this is where many car parts for the northern automotive cars are made. These companies here work in conjunction with Mexican companies in Reynosa and other towns, and this is where they are made. This would be the industrial section of McAllen, Texas, and South Texas in general, the Rio Grande Valley. Beautiful flowers. The season on them is about over, but there's still some of it left. They are gorgeous when they're in full bloom. Hey guys, we're going to end this video, and it's kind of a variety pack, I know, but was trying to give you a little bit of what it's like to live in the Rio Grande Valley, or to visit it here in the winter or any other time. But want to make sure that you understand we're not political, but I'd just like for you to actually see a biased point of view of about this wall and this area. It's a great area to come to. The people are nice, and you want a different vacation, try the Rio Grande Valley. So on that note, we're going to say goodbye on that, because we have other things to do today. So for JJ from the Rio Grande Valley, Rio Bravo City in South Texas, deuces.